All right, welcome back. Now, Lily Gaddis performed Blackface for Halloween. This is a snapshot of her Halloween outfit. But I want you to hear what she had to say.
What's up, folks? Welcome back to the show. So, last night was Halloween, as many people know, and I decided to dress up like everyone else does. You know, people are out there dressed like Satan and witches, and they're dressed like every horrible thing under the sun. Well, I decided to dress up as something, the most horrifying thing I could think of, which is the black woman.
And notice how she compared the black woman, her words, with witches and Satan, basically putting them in the same category. Which is kind of, that is interesting. Focused on the black woman. Have y'all noticed that there's far more focus on black women than black men? And on this video, just like I've done in the past, I'm going to make the distinction between black women and black men. We are not the same. And I'm tired of black women's behavior being thrown on black men by default, where their behavior is simply categorized as black behavior. I'm sick of that. And I'm not doing that. I refuse to absorb their common behavior that's not common among black men. Is there any reason why that should be? Because it's not fair. That's not fair. If there's a behavioral trait common among black women, but not among black men, then it's not a black thing. It's a black female thing. Because you see, black women have no problem making the distinction when it's a behavioral trait common among black men. Now, you heard what she said, and that was kind of, and there's no canceling this lady. She can pretty much say whatever she wants on YouTube. It never gets taken down. She can be as offensive as she wants to be. She never gets strikes. And how much more racist than this can you possibly get? But as you can see, YouTube does not take her content down at all.
The sun. Well, I decided to dress up as something, the most horrifying thing I could think of, which is the black woman, which is a person who is angry and fed up that their EBT card has been declined, that their race card is no longer working in this new climate, and that they're not receiving the reparations that they think they deserve, despite the fact that they did not build this country, contrary to what they say all the time. And they are certainly not improving the country. They are actually doing everything in their power to destroy the country. So I made this stream last night, a live stream, and a few people watched it, and now people are quite angry. Several allegations are being alleged against me.
Nobody's angry. It might be some Keishas here and there angry, but for the most part, people are starting to see blackface for what it is. Weird. I listened to a couple podcasters, but they're both for black men, who looks at this as weird, extremely weird and obsessed behavior. I was hoping that this would catch on, because I talked about how weird this is, blackface is, a while ago. And I've been hearing more and more black people say the exact same thing, because that's exactly what it is. It's weird, obsessed behavior. And they demonstrate an obsession with black people that we as black men don't demonstrate. With black women, it's a little different. Let's keep it a buck. You want an example? Here's a black woman who decided to respond to Lily. Look at Keisha down there looking like who? A blonde Becky. Like you didn't have enough sense to realize that you are not the one to respond to this lady. Listen to this.
It's of their own fucking doing. Running around in nails like this, running around in earrings like this, like you people fight every day. You people fight every day. Could you choose any outfit and get up that's like less conducive to fighting? Seriously. They wear wigs that can be pulled out. They put braids in their hair that could rip the rest of their hair out, and then they complain about having alopecia. No, it's self-induced alopecia. That's like a cutter. That's like one of those
all right, I've had enough of this whiny sounding. This is
sitting there with a wig on yourself. Being a wig wearer is so much part of your culture, you even respond to criticism of it with the wigs on. There's no separating Keisha from these wigs. There's no reduction of their obsession with Becky and with Brad. Even when Becky and Brad insults them right to their face, they are not motivated to divorce themselves from their image. They still want to present themselves in these people's image. Mind-boggling. Now I want you to listen to what Keisha says.
This is so played out. Doing blackface in 2025, nobody cares. Boo tomatoes. Lily Gaddis, your voice is mad whiny and annoying. Your loose leaf paper, thin ass lips and hair is fucking unattractive and unappealing.
Okay, so you see, right off the bat, all she can do is try to throw personal insults rather than, dissecting their behavior, and have more credibility with it. Don't make it so personal. Don't respond as if your feelings actually are hurt. That's what you sound like right now.
Nobody gives a damn about you. Like you're so trash and you're so.
Well, she gets a good healthy number of views. That video got over 100,000 views in less than a day. That video that she made. So she has her own audience.
They're so obsessed. Like, I would never be that obsessed to paint my face with, like...
Now, this part is true. Like I said, Keisha's have picked up on the things that we black men have said. It's been black men who has been dissecting the blackface behavior, just like it's been black men who has dissected all of white supremacist behavior. And just like I said in the previous video, Keisha's study black men just like everybody else. And Keisha's get their talking points from us. But how crazy is this? Sitting there with a whole Becky wig on, trying to respond to this. You lost points before you even get started. But let's continue.
Paint my face with like super white, well, peach or red, because y'all are not even really white, beige makeup, pink piggy makeup to fucking try to imitate a white woman, unless I'm like in a big movie.
Well, you're imitating a white woman. That's y'all's culture. That's why I'm making the distinction. Y'all go around imitating white women, but it's not to make fun of them. You do it in admiration of them. You're dead serious about it. You are admiring how they look. Again, you are not the one to be responding to this, Keisha.
In a big movie and I'm getting paid millions to do it, then maybe, but just for like clout. But I mean, we are the clout. We are the blueprint. We are.
Black men are the blueprint, not y'all. Another way I'm making this distinction. Don't nobody follow y'all. Y'all follow others. You get your talking points from black men and you get your beauty standards from Becky and Ling Ling. So stop it. I'm sick of y'all trying to attach yourselves to black men's accomplishments. It's been black men who've been innovative and created the culture here. There's not one music genre that y'all created. What are you talking about? We are the clout. I don't like this. Y'all try to cling on to black men's accomplishments. Y'all need to stop.
We are the blueprint. We are the moment, forever and always have been.
You sounding dumb now. We're the blueprint. We're the moment. What are you the blueprint of? You the moment of? This girl sitting here with a Becky wig on and obese as all get up. You're falling into these stereotypes.
Clout. We are the blueprint. We are the moment, forever and always have been. And these people are utterly fucking obsessed. Because what is the reason? Why are you doing this? For what? Is it to get some alt-right peen? Like, I don't get it. It's so corny. Like, I don't even feel offended. Like, I just feel like you look like an asshole. Like, it's not even funny. Talking about alopecia and all this. Why do you care? Why do they act like white women are not bleaching out their roots to get away from that mousy brown hair color that they naturally have?
Okay, now, here comes the Keisha struggle to try to project the idea that white women do the same things that they as black women do. Here comes the cringe, pathetic attempt to project white women as being just like them. And there's exhibit A. What are you talking about? Bleach their hair to get away from their brown color? Huh? What? Wait a minute. Let's back that up. I don't even know what in the world are you talking about.
To get away from that mousy brown hair color that they naturally have.
Get away from a mousy brown hair color? Huh? So they don't want brown hair? So they're going after what color? And if they don't want brown hair, what does that have to do with their rejection of whiteness? How are they rejecting their whiteness? Are you saying all white people are naturally blonde? Just goofy. See, whenever they try to analyze and dissect and put white supremacy under a microscope, they usually fail. The only time they sound like they're making sense is when they take talking points from us. Oh yes, I'm making a distinction between us black men and Keishas. Because we've been telling y'all for decades to separate yourselves from their image. You all spit in our face, told us to shut up, we don't know what we're talking about, yet you still want to act like you're team black. Still want to act like you're down with us. No, it don't work like that. You're going to pay a price for disrespecting us. That price is you sitting up here looking and sounding dumb.
Bleaching out their roots to get away from that mousy brown hair color that they naturally have. Why do they
fail? Next.
They act like the YT women, because I don't want to get... Why do they acting like the YT women are not laying on the tanning beds and laying in the sun? Literally.
Fail. They're not trying to look like you by getting suntans. They just don't want to be pasty pale.
Bunning up their skin, giving themselves skin cancer in order to have more melanin the way that I naturally...
No. They're not trying to look like you, Keisha. They're not trying to get that dark. Why do y'all so delusional? Y'all so desperate. So desperate to project black women as being the exact same as yourselves. Stop with that. That's ridiculous.
We do. Why y'all acting like the YT women are not getting the lip filler and the lip injections and laying on the table, risking their lives to get implants and to get bigger hips and all of the things that we now...
Yeah. They do try to get fuller lips. Because some white people, like I said, They like have no lips at all. So some of them are getting lip injections, but they ain't trying to look like Jay-Z. Okay, make no mistake about it. Don't get carried away with that either.
Get bigger hips and all of the things that we naturally possess. Why y'all acting like they're not?
And don't act like there ain't no Beckys out here with big hips, with big butts. There are plenty of them out here with naturally big hips, naturally big butts.
Things that we naturally possess.
And not all black women have big butts. There are some black women with pancake flat butts. You better believe it, and y'all know it.
Why y'all acting like they're not ripping their hair out from the roots, getting them in extensions? Like,
stop it. They're getting Becky extensions because they are Beckys themselves. They want to look more like they always look. They want more of what they got naturally. That's not what y'all doing. Lord, again, fail, 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 fail. Keisha, you are not team black. You need to just be quiet and let black men respond to these acts. I don't even want to call it racism. Blackface is weird. It's a weird type of obsession. There's no way I would, it's not even in me to want to paint my face white and act like a white person. You have to be obsessed in a very strange, unusual, and really a troubling and sick way to carry out blackface. But you, Keisha, I'm going to need y'all to sit down and be quiet. Y'all not the ones to be responding to this.
why are we going to pretend like they're not, like, we can see y'all.
You can't even get it out. You can't even articulate it, slow Keisha. They so desperately want to be able to analyze white supremacists the way black men do. You ain't built for that. Right now, y'all are built to worship Brad and Becky. That's why when y'all try to go against Brad and Becky, you fall flat on your face. You can't go from creating a culture of worship and admiration of Brad and Becky and then at will, when it's convenient for you, try to act like they're the enemy. Every time y'all try to do that, you fail. You fail. You fail. This is a big problem I have with Tariq Nasheed. He always trying to throw black men's accomplishments under the umbrella of blackness. No, it's black men-ness. Stop including these Keishas in the great things that we as black men do.
Like, why are we gonna pretend like they're not, like, we can see y'all. Talking about we fight every day. We see videos of y'all fighting. Y'all's husbands unalive y'all whole family at a higher rate than anybody else. Y'all kids is pounding up the schools. Y'all raise serial unalivers. Y'all raise genociders. Y'all give birth through y'all's canals to the most heinous people on planet Earth. All of this deflection, worrying about what black women got going on, trying to be blackface. Like, it's not even funny. It's so unoriginal. Get some new content. Y'all been doing this since, like, the late 1800s. Damn, y'all are really obsessed. Y'all are really, truly obsessed. Obsessed with people that y'all claim to hate, and y'all got fatigue and all of this. But y'all can't seem to just leave us alone. It's a sickness. I feel like a lot of y'all are genetically predisposed to being racist.
And it's kind of crazy that black women admire and openly worship Becky to the extent that they do, yet Becky still mocks them. They're not thankful to y'all at all. Y'all are willing to look ridiculous just to have Becky's appearance and beauty. Just like she's sitting up here with this blonde wig. Y'all willing to look crazy, like mental head cases, in your admiration and worship of Becky and Brad, and they still spit in your face. Nothing they do will encourage black women to walk in black men's image rather than Becky and Brad's image. No matter what, black women collectively refuse to be a female version of black men in the exact same way that other women are versions, female versions of their men. And as long as you step in that form of disrespect, you're always going to look foolish. Now, let's move on to this next chick. This chick is actually has a black mother. She's like her mother is like a light-skinned black woman. And who knows, maybe her mother has a white grandmother or something. But this chick has a black mother. And look at the type of daughter these black women have when they have kids with Brad. They have what? More white supremacists.
If I saw you wearing this shit, I would know the stage.
This is the guy that I mentioned. I think I said Don Reacts. His name is Young Don Reacts. Young Don Reacts. Make a lot of good videos.
Very far away from you because you're a weirdo psychopath racist. But, like, do you think it's bothering me?
And Young Don Reacts is one of the people I was talking about who's analyzing these white supremacists correctly. He emphasizes throughout that this is obsession. A weird obsession with black people that we don't have.
You think that's going to affect the average black person's day? You think we're going to go walk around being all upset because you put whatever the fuck this motor grease is on your face? We don't give a fuck. All you doing is outing yourself. Well, good luck. Good luck for the next 10 to 20 years. This will never be forgotten or erased off the internet. Good fucking luck getting a job in the next 10 to 20 years.
Mr. Stansel?
But the really funny part about...
Okay, this chick, she's got an Italian last name.
You aren't pure Caucasian, ma'am. Stop it.
person that hates every drop of black blood she has in her.
Black mother gave me a white name because she loved me and actually cared about my future.
Literally.
That's her mother. And you just heard what she said. My black mother gave me a white name because she cared about my future. Just like black men have always been saying. These divestors, these swirlers are white supremacists in blackface, basically. And they have daughters who are also white supremacists. Your mother would approve of your behavior. In fact, she's the one who taught you to be that way. And a big problem I have with this is that the FBA crowd tries to include people like this and call them black. Oh, that's a sister. She got a drop of black blood in her. That's a sister. No, it's not. Do you think she looks at herself as a black woman? And even if she did go around calling herself a black woman, guess what? She's still a biracial. Nothing changes what you are. I don't care what you call yourself.
a white name because she loved me and actually cared about my future.
Literally, her and her black mother.
Niggas
no.
are getting uppity at me for having a black mom and white dad, saying things like black mom biracials are the worst. Like, I'm sorry, I'm
Bro,
not your
let's keep it a stack. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it a bean, right? These people are so fucking stupid. If she was super pro-black and embraced her black side, because of the colorism that exists in the black community, this girl would be worshipped as a goddess in the black community.
And she doesn't want that type of attention from black people, which tells you a whole lot, doesn't it? It tells you that you can't go around calling these people black. I don't care what amount of black they got in them. If you look white, you ain't black. If you look like this chick, you ain't black. I don't want to hear no story about your black mother, who is also probably at least 1/4 white. Yeah, you can beat it with that. She don't want that type of attention. She don't want to be worshipped by black people. Very telling. That is extremely telling. And y'all know I've produced a lot of content talking about the biracial dynamic. I've always been against this idea of referring to biracial people as black. A lot of biracial people, like I said, don't appreciate that. They don't view themselves as black, and they are not down with pretending that their white parent don't exist. I bet you anything, this girl's mother was a single mother. You saw in this picture, she was by herself. Her dad wasn't nowhere around, but yet she still clings to her dad's white supremacist ideology. And he also had to be a white supremacist himself to have a daughter like this. Another, more proof, more evidence that these divestors, they are hooking up with white supremacists. They're not just getting with random brads. They are getting with racist brads. Craziest thing in the world. And this was the other Becky who performed Blackface this Halloween.
Where the fuck my food stamps at? Yeah, y'all hate black people for real. Where the fuck are they? Like, respect black women or else. How the fuck a big one costs more but way less than my EBT, Nick?
Yeah, so
Now what this is right here is a Becky with no character and no personality. Socially awkward, right? When she is around other white people, she is not the life of the group. She is the one who's sitting back quiet, not saying anything, shy, full of anxiety, ashamed to express herself. And the only way they feel like they can get some type of approval and applause, you know, get a pat on the back from their fellow white peers, is to do stuff like this. To do some white supremacist skit, some corny, weird white supremacist skit. And this is pathetic. That's why I say, when it comes to blackface, you need to separate yourself from all emotion and look at them as, you know, from a psychological perspective. For y'all to do stuff like this, that means you spend a lot of time thinking about us in the privacy of your own home. Same with Lily Gaddis, same with the rest of them. In the privacy of your own homes, y'all spend a lot of time thinking about black people, looking up videos online about black people. Y'all are actually obsessed with black people. So you can't claim to have black fatigue. Can't claim that you're sick and tired of black people when you're sitting at home in your white suburb constantly obsessed with black people. You can't go a minute out of your day without doing a search, a YouTube Google search of black this, black that. A mental problem that y'all need to sort out. So when it comes to these blackface people, white folks doing blackface on Halloween, I just look at these white people as being mentally deranged. Something's wrong with you. Okay? You're obsessed with black people. Something's wrong with you. And, you know, I see issues like it would be harder for them to try to mock black people if black women were on code. Because you starting to see fewer and fewer of them attack black men. Why don't y'all do a blackface of black men? When you look at these videos, these fight videos, it's usually black women. So there's a shift going on. Don't miss it. And I'll leave it there.